here we are again, Micah. I know you've got another question. I can see that look in your eyes. What do you got this time for me?
Well, I was thinking about what you said about God letting bad things happen to people. And I was wondering, does that make you doubt that God is in control of events?
Oh, boy. Well, I'm glad you've been thinking about what I said. That's a good sign. That's most encouraging. But you certainly asked some tough questions. Well, let me remind you about what I did say before, because it's very important. We haven't seen the end of the story yet. You read a lot of books, don't you, Micah?
Yeah.
What kind of books do you like?
Fantasy books.
Fantasy books. Now, if you're reading a nice story, a fantasy book, it's not fair to judge the story and the author till you get to the end of the book, is it? Right. Well, we don't know the end of the story fully. God's told us his plans in the Bible, and we certainly know that God's plan is to judge evil and to deal with it, as I said, but he's not doing it all yet. And I think that's because he's given us all a chance to get on board with his plans. You know, I just read an interesting verse in the Bible this morning. I haven't got a Bible here, but it's in Proverbs 15, and it said, "The Lord is watching everywhere." I think it said, keeping his eye on both the evil and the good. And I always think about that God's watching the evil and the good. Now, I have to watch, you have to watch and wait while God's plans unfold. But to answer your question, I still trust God because of what I know about his character in Jesus. I have a good feel for what God's like because of what Jesus showed us, and that's why I trust God. Let me give you an example. Hey, Micah, if someone down our street came to me and said, "You just killed Phil, the neighbor's cat, deliberately," what do you think I'd say?
I'd hope you say that. I know Micah wouldn't do that.
Hey, you're right. I would say, I don't believe you. Why wouldn't I believe them?
I like animals a lot.
You like animals. It's because I know you like animals that I know you wouldn't do that. Now, I'd just say, we better find out what happened. But I would go into that finding out what happened, presupposing that Micah didn't do it. Why? Because I know Micah's character. And that's how it is with God. I have to judge the situation from what I know about the character of God. Remember, Micah, we're humans, and we can't understand all God's up to. I mean, God's infinite. God is so far removed from us. Here's another example. Since we're talking about your loving animals, what would you do if you found a little dog caught in a trap?
I'd probably try and free it.
What do you think the dog would do?
Might try and bite me or freak
It
out.
might do. Why on earth would a dog try to bite you when you're trying to help it?
Because it's panicking and doesn't know what's going on.
Exactly. And we're like that. I mean, God's trying to help us, but you're human, a dog's a dog, the dog can't read your mind, the dog can't understand what's going on, and you've got to say, if only that dog would trust me. If that dog could trust me, you could help him. And I think that's what I got to say about God. You say, I trust God because I know about his character as revealed in Jesus. So even though I don't understand all that's going on, I'm willing to continue to trust him. You know, Micah, if you could understand everything about God, do you think he'd be God?
No.
No. If God's all-powerful, omniscient, I mean, if we could understand God, it wouldn't be the God of the Bible. So we do have to be a little patient in this. And that's about all I can say. But, hey, what did you learn today?
Well, we can't understand all that God is doing, but because of Jesus, who showed us God's character, we can trust in him.
Absolutely. If only we could trust him is a line for today. Thanks, Micah.